Would you please like to read your question out? Okay, as it's written on the agenda.
Can you tell us why you think it's acceptable to propose a £15 a week charge on the elderly residents living in sheltered housing in Thurrock?
Councillor Gatehill.
Thank you for your question, Mr Saylor. The reason I think it's fair to propose these, and I must stress again, I will be stressing throughout the evening, these are propositions, this is not something that's set in stone, to introduce these proposals, is that I don't think it's fair that residents, 100% of tenants in social housing, in council social housing in Thurrock are paying for services that less than 15% receive. I am a strong believer in pay for what you get, but more importantly, get what you pay for. So not only will these proposals, if accepted, go forward, and there will be a graduated charge over a period of time, a graduated charge that will not apply to somewhere in the region in full, 70% of the residents in there. It will mean that they will get a service that is much better than it is now.
Rubbish. We're not getting what we're getting now.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You're not living in the real world, mate.
You're
Please,
living
the public, can we please listen to the answers given? Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I shall continue with my...
Tell lies in.
He's telling bloody lies. He
Please.
don't know what he's talking
In
about.
one complex there's 100 flats. There's only 5 people going to pay for that.
I know this is an issue you feel very strongly about, but we need to have rules in the meeting, otherwise you can't hear what the councillors are saying.
I understand
We
that.
can.
I understand it, but he's telling lies.
Well, we need to listen to the councillor to let him answer the question. Okay, I understand that you're feeling very passionate about this, believe me, but we do need to have the meeting run to a certain order. Councillor Gatehill.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I will continue, and of course will not rise to debate being called a liar.
Don't say things that are not true, mate. Don't say things that are not true. We're not getting what we pay for. Believe me, we haven't got wardens. We don't cut it.
Public, can we please make sure we quiet and listen to the meeting, that the councillors answer the questions asked, please?
I can't sit here and listen to lies. And he's lying. Come and live in my complex, and you'll see what we get for it. Wardens, we may see them now and again. Cut the grass, we do it ourselves. We do our own gardens. We clean our own windows. Don't tell lies. Don't tell the truth like your parents told you.
Councillor Gatehill.
Again, I was trying to finish what I was saying, and you also get what you pay for. I understood. Madam Mayor, am I going to be continually interrupted? Because if I am, I should just sit down and I should just wait for the supplementary.
Can you answer the question,
Thank you,
please?
Madam Mayor. And you get what you pay for, and you pay for what you get. I've already heard that residents are saying that they're not getting the service that they pay for already. And if that's the case, this consultation is the right place to highlight that and find out where the problems are and resolve them. Today, I understand from officers they went to a sheltered housing complex where they said it's absolutely great. We get to see our warden every single day. We couldn't do without them. So clearly, it's from complex to complex. And if there is a problem at any particular complex, I need to know about it, so my officers will know about it, and trust me, when my officers know about it, they will get it fixed.
Mr Taylor, would you like to ask a supplementary question?
Yes, Madam Mayor.
Okay.
We have worked all our lives to ensure that we can pay our way when we retire. And you want to take every shilling away from us. You think we are an easy touch? Well, we're not. We have fought many battles in our lives than you can imagine. This is an unfair charge, attacking some of the most vulnerable in our boroughs. And my question is, why do you think the elderly are your cash cows? Just to balance your books?
Councillor Gatehill.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm sure the apology pause wasn't for me yet. You said in your response there that throughout your lives you've paid your way. Well, you're getting service at the moment which you're not paying for. So if you're going to continue to pay your way, you would need to carry paying your way. I do not see the elderly as cash cows. We are consulting on this. If we were going just to rush forward and do it, we wouldn't have gone through consultation. If we were going to do that, it wouldn't have happened. Trust me, you're not cash cows. This is asking people to pay for the services they receive. A significant number of people already pay for the services in here, £8 a week. This was introduced in 2014. This is pretty much trying to bring this in line and actually making sure that the service you get is covered by the charges you pay.
Thank you, Mr Taylor. Good evening, Ms Hanningham.
Good evening, Madam Mayor. My question is, why are you setting residents against residents by introducing a huge charge for us elderly who you say can pay, and then there are others who are on benefits and they will be getting this tax paid for them?
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and thank you, Mrs Cunningham. I'm not setting resident against resident. There is currently a system that effectively does that. It was introduced by the previous administration in 2014. If you moved into shelter accommodation in early March of that year, you pay nothing, irrespective of how much income you have outside of the state benefit system. If you moved in on the 1st of April of that year, you pay £8, irrespective of whether you're over the threshold for benefits. That is not fair. It's also not fair, as I've already said, that the current system, which is a tax on 100% of housing residents, to pay for the services that are received by 15% of the residents. That is a real tax, not what you're asking. As to the question of benefit, this is the same for REIT. This is the same for all those on housing benefit. Those who do not have sufficient get state top-up. Those that have more than what the state say they should have or can have, they have to pay the extra. That's the same for REITs, that's the same for anybody in ordinary housing, the same as social housing. So this is not me setting it, this system has been in place for decades.
Hanningham, do you wish to ask a supplementary question?
Yes, please, Madam Mayor. Mr Gledhill, most of us pensioners have managed our money, albeit a small amount, through all sorts of hardships in our lives. We've brought up our families through some very tough times. Some of us need help through benefits and some of us don't. But let me tell you, we all agree on one thing: this is one step too far. Are you going to reconsider putting this unfair tax on us?
Again, I will reiterate, this is not a tax on the elderly, this is not a tax on those in sheltered housing. This is simply people paying for the services which they get. Will I reconsider it? No. We are at consultation stage, and I strongly suggest that all residents...
Sorry, but he just doesn't know.
Can we let the Councillor finish an answer, please, ladies and gentlemen? Councillor Gledhill.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Yeah, as I say, this is not a tax. This is you paying for the charges, the services you currently receive. Yes, you have paid in through the system. Yes, you have made savings throughout your life. And yes, you've got to the later part of your life where you have over the benefit threshold. So for whatever services that will be provided, over and above what you get state benefit for, you will have to pay. Unfortunately, it's no different for anybody else anywhere in the country. Remember, Thurrock is one of the very few places that doesn't have a universal service charge for these kind of services that you receive. There is a system where some of you pay £8, many of you pay nothing. This will be everybody in line. Thank you.